Let's find out as well about what's happening around town. There's the Global Women Trade Summit. It's a networking event for business women across the globe to explore business and market potential. There are more than 200 international delegates from over 14 countries here. Juliana Juwahir is going to be attending. She's associate partner at Raymond Wu and Associate Architects and CEO and founder of RWAA International Private Limited. Juliana, thank you for your time. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Hey.
And how are you, Yasmin?
I'm doing great, and I'm excited that you have an opportunity to network today. What are you looking forward to at the summit?
Yes. I'm actually very excited meeting the various delegates as well as participants from all over the world. And what I'm looking for is actually a platform to network, and further understand the different practices, especially in my industry, which is construction and building and design, and see how we are navigating, architecture and spaces post-pandemic and things like that, and where the trend of building and spaces are going to.
Will there be a specific discussion on your industry?
Not really, but I think the keynote, I think the speakers, there's going to be a panel discussion on branding and sustainability. And I think that is something that is general, but it will cover generally how we do business and operate, whether it's from my industry or any other industry. And I think that would be something that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Juliana, I know it's been a long time since many of us have attended MICE events. Do you remember how this one goes? So I imagine you have a bit of a list or an updated sheet as you arrive at the location, and all the delegates and speakers and everybody will be updated there for the day, and you're going to suss everybody out and try and find them. Is that how it works?
Yeah, I think for networking sessions, it's actually it's during the breaks that we actually interact more, but it's during the question and answers that we also, those that dare to come forward and highlight their concerns, and that's where I think you get your connections and contacts and necessary, people of the same like-minded will.
Over 200 international delegates from 14 countries must be exciting.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Especially all women.
Yes. So listen,
much things to talk about.
You're a prominent name in construction and architecture. You've spearheaded projects in the region. You've won awards. Don't you think that people be queuing up to talk to you?
Not really. Most of my projects are overseas. The local projects are handled by my partner. So we do a more collaboration, and I think I look forward to meeting with people, but not particularly in my industry. I think for architecture, because we build for people, understanding people's sentiments, how they want to feel and what they're looking for in terms of when they visit, when we want to go to certain places, and what is placemaking about, And now the trend is there's so many online purchases. So what is the next thing for what will a mall look like in the future, right? Because, yeah, right. I mean, these are questions and trend settings of new typologies in architecture, and so it's very exciting because we have to, follow what people are looking for when they go out to shop or to find entertainment,
Yeah, what will malls look like in the future? Actually, how do you see malls looking like? Because we just had a discussion earlier on Asia First about this, this being the Great Singapore Sale, and we talked about the relevance of, say, departmental stores, right? So we're not going to need that sort of vast space much anymore, I'm imagining. Is that how you foresee things?
I think there are two levels of shopping, the branding, or different type of people that do shopping for certain reasons. Of course, when you want the quick and the fast access to commodities or products, you go online. But at the end of the day, human being human, we are social, animals. We prefer the face-to-face and the touch and the feel and the purchases. Like what you purchase, you want to feel it. And so it's important. And also it's about seen and being seen. So shopping is a whole experience of also a lifestyle, right? Where you hang out with, and whether you hang out in, Orchard Road, Taka, or different places. So, so every time you, as an architect, I think, or a designer, when you think of such spaces, you have to accommodate this kind of, when people do go out to shop, what are they actually, what are the innate that is driving them to go out and purchase things from branded goods, Most of these are actually a lifestyle or it's more about who you are. Rather than what you're purchasing, right?
I think we're not just social creatures, like you say, but we're the kind who chase prestige as well. That's a huge consideration.
Exactly. And but you will also see things like, I would say that the Jewel is one example of where malls could go.
Jewel, okay.
Yeah, right. Or even the Companies Hub. At a Heartlander level, where everything is fine, and the whole family can go there, and everybody gets entertained, and all their needs and desires are answered there. Can do sports, can do cinema, you can do shopping, you can eat. Yeah, so,
it's quite something. And my parents are in their 70s, and they adore Tampines Hub.
Right. Just hang out.
Juliana, clearly you come from an industry where there are a lot of men. And here you are, at an event where it's mostly the female leaders. So what do you think is going to be different in the way that they present their ideas compared with the usual cohort that you go around with?
Oh, okay. Well, I would say different level of in the kind of communication you do. I think in my industry, we tend to because there's a lot more male in our line. When we talk, it's a lot more sharp and to the point, and very, very sometimes, especially when you are in a construction site, and your authority sometimes seems to be questioned.
Yeah.
Because of your gender.
Yeah.
So you tend to take a more less flexible, and you put on more your male dominant hat. When I interact, like normally when we go to site and we practice as an architect. But I think the difference would be in more familiar female company. We will be more ourselves, in a way, and you could more in touch with our emotional expression. And I think that's a vast difference, because it's just the different way of male and female communication and politics and things like that. So,
okay. Interesting perspective there. Well, thank you for sharing. I won't hold you, because I know you've got a lot to catch up with at the Global Women Trade Summit that's happening later today.
It's a pleasure, Yasmin. Thanks for the question.
Yes, you take care. All the very best to you, and go out there and learn as much as you can.
Yes, yeah.
Take care. Juliana is my guest today. Juliana Juwahir is Associate Partner at Raymond Wu and Associate Architects, and also CEO and founder of RWAA International Private Limited. Coming up, we continue this conversation about hoarding that we started this morning on Asia First, and we're going to speak with a woman who can actually help you organize.